Bill's defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a man who began his career as a Buck. This is LeGarrette Blount. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, here's Blount. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there, 98 yards, and the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Play fake. Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They run again with Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Wentz going to throw. Screen pass to Blount. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Play fake to Blount. Now it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Wentz going to give this one to Blount. And Blount loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On the ground, this is Jackson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On the run, this is Jackson. And some space here. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd down, Winston again. This is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Alan Cross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Eli Harold in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play action now. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On play action, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Folk's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now a carry for Blunt, and he stopped immediately there. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Winston. Caught out left side by Robinson. 15 yards there for number 15. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
The first down throw for Winston. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Now Jameis on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And Folk's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he slides to avoid the hit. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wentz to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. From the gun on third down, Wentz steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Baker, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll throw now on the final play, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front, as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Wentz on third down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's the battering Ram Blunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. It's Pumphrey on the toss. Give him 3 on first down, It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and it had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Charles Tapper in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
In motion right is Smith. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. play fake. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now he'll escape to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And taken down, but not before a beautiful little hurdle. Sometimes it can be dangerous. There, it earned him the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Pumphrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Dawson's kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They go play action. Winston forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Winston now from the 50. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now wins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. They run with Pumphrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On third and long, it's Wentz. The open man is Smith. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
The Bucs on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.